What would happen if a nuclear bomb was dropped on a modern city today? It's a scenario that feels like science fiction, but the threat is all too real in our world. Imagine, in the blink of an eye, everything you know could change forever. In just seconds, the world could change forever. The skyline you recognize, the neighborhoods you call home, all could be wiped away in a single devastating moment. Picture this, a normal day in a bustling city. The morning rush, people grabbing coffee, children heading to school, and workers filling the streets. Life goes on as usual, with no hint of the disaster about to unfold. Suddenly, a blinding flash lights up the sky. It's brighter than anything you've ever seen, turning night into day for a split second. People stop in their tracks, confused and terrified. The heart of the city is engulfed by a fireball hotter than the surface of the sun. In an instant, everything at ground zero is incinerated. Buildings, vehicles, and people vanish in a burst of unimaginable heat. Buildings, cars, everything within a kilometer of ground zero, gone, vaporized in an instant. The city's core is reduced to ash and twisted metal, leaving nothing but a crater of destruction. But it doesn't stop there. The devastation radiates outward, reaching far beyond the initial blast. A shockwave rips outward, smashing windows, toppling structures, and launching debris at hundreds of kilometers per hour. The force is so powerful it flattens buildings and tosses cars like toys. Within 3 to 5 kilometers, people face severe burns, flying glass, and deadly radiation. Survivors are left disoriented, injured, and exposed to invisible dangers. Electronics short out, an electromagnetic pulse fries power grids and plunges the city into darkness. Phones, computers, and even cars stop working, cutting off communication and escape. For most, there's no warning, no time to react. Panic and confusion sweep through the population as people try to make sense of the chaos. Minutes later, the military scrambles into action. Emergency protocols are activated and first responders risk their lives to reach survivors. Air defense systems light up, scouring the skies for more threats. The fear of a second strike hangs heavy in the air. Satellites confirm this was no accident. Military command centers around the world go on high alert, analyzing every detail for signs of further attacks. In hidden bunkers, emergency teams snap into high alert. Governments prepare for the worst, coordinating disaster response and national defense. Nuclear submarines surface, missile hatches open, waiting for the order that everyone hopes never comes. The world teeters on the brink of all-out war. Around the world, nations brace for the unthinkable, mutually assured destruction. Leaders gather in emergency meetings, their decisions shaping the fate of millions. But the real nightmare is only beginning. The immediate destruction is just the start of a much larger crisis. As the mushroom cloud rises, radioactive fallout drifts with the winds, contaminating air, water, and soil, sometimes hundreds of kilometers away. Hospitals are overwhelmed, unable to treat the flood of radiation sickness and injuries. The injured flood the streets, desperate for help. Medical supplies run low, and doctors must make impossible choices about who to save. Food and clean water grow scarce. Supply chains break down, and basic necessities become luxuries overnight. Panic spreads, not just in the blast zone, but everywhere. The world economy nosedives, stock markets tumble. People everywhere fear what might come next. Governments declare martial law to keep order. Curfews are imposed, and the military patrols the streets to prevent chaos. Other countries, fearing more attacks, scramble their own nuclear forces. The threat of escalation looms over every decision. The world stands on the edge, a single event threatening to spiral into global catastrophe. Diplomats race to prevent further disaster, but trust is in short supply. One bomb, one city. The scars left behind will last for generations, both on the land and in the hearts of survivors. Millions of lives change forever in an instant. Families are torn apart and communities are left to pick up the pieces. That's why nuclear weapons aren't just weapons. They're global threats, capable of shifting the course of history in a single moment. Their power is a reminder of our shared responsibility to prevent such a tragedy. If you want more real-world military scenarios explained through animation, hit subscribe. Stay informed, stay curious, and help spread awareness. Let's keep asking the big questions before it's too late. The future depends on what we do today.